All right, Amanda.
Hello, world.
Amanda, how are you, darling?
Good. It's another day in sobriety and recovery.
How long has it been now?
7.5 months.
7.5 months you've been here.
Right. 7.5 months of my sentencing, but I think it's like a year now.
Almost a year, because you're a little over 2 months in jail.
Right.
So you've been clean for, you think how long?
I've been clean for like probably 11 or 10 months.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And you've the last time I interviewed you, which was when you were at the other rehab.
Yeah, I was craving real bad. No more cravings, so it's a blessing.
So when did the cravings fade away for you?
When I got here to, yeah.
So the cravings have faded.
No more cravings.
Listen to you. You're
no more anxiety.
You're more clear-headed.
Yeah, I'm more clear-headed. My mindset has changed about drugs and everything. So I feel really great about my next step and just coming here. It's been a blessing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe. It's like I'm talking to entirely different person.
You are. I mean, no more schizophrenia, no more crack, no more in the streets. You know, I'm a completely different person. Rehab has done me well.
Yeah. No, you've done great in it. You never tried to escape. You never
escaping. Yeah.
You never got out of control, and you'll be out of here in a few months, right?
I'm supposed to be going to sober living in Vegas. That's connected. It's a sober living, so I should be going there by the end of April, if everything goes through right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have a little freedom, like on the weekends or whatever.
And you seem really happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I mean, the second I see you, you're smiling. And
yeah.
Yep. You're cheery and talkative and everything.
Yeah, I'm so glad you hooked us up with Lima. She feels like a mom. You know, I never had my mom, so it feels like such a blessing just to have her in my life and just have you guys for support, because I really only have my dad, so.
You couldn't pick somebody better than Lima.
Yeah, she's great. Lima's great.
Yeah, Lima came out of nowhere and just kind of made this all happen, didn't she?
Definitely. She made a lot of things happen. A lot of things.
And looking back at your days on Skid Row, how do you see that now?
My days on Skid Row, I just see it as a learning experience. I want people to see that it just takes time and effort. Being sober and being in recovery are two different things. I just want to put that out there, and I'm in recovery. I'm here to make action and do the things that I can do to stay sober for the rest of my life.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe you're speaking like
Yeah, I'm an adult.
How old are you now? You're 20?
I'm 25.
25.
Yeah.
And what are your plans when you get out of sober?
I'm supposed to have a job lined up with Lima, but most importantly, I want to become a CNA. I helped out with my autistic brother growing up, so that's something that I think I would be really good at, and I would enjoy it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good for you. Mm-hmm. I have a hard time looking at you and visualize or imagining you were the same person.
Yeah, that was crazy. I watched the videos on Skid Row, and it's just like schizophrenia is a true demon. And if you have schizophrenia, you gotta stop using so that you can see your true diagnosis and your true mental illness, because they can't diagnose you if you're on drugs. So you have to get off drugs first. And once I got off drugs, the schizophrenia just went away. So it was drug-induced schizophrenia.
So you see your problem as, yes, you were addicted to crack, but you were also schizophrenic from the crack?
Right, it was from the crack. Once I stopped smoking crack, it went away.
Yeah, because I've seen other people down on Skid Row that were fairly normal, and then all of a sudden they just became like you were.
Yeah.
Out of their minds, and it wasn't just the drugs they were using. I think it's schizophrenia or something like that.
I mean, I was tripping, and the things that I accused my dad of in those videos is not true. I had schizophrenia. I had a mental illness where I hear voices, hallucinations, all that. So my dad has done nothing to hurt me. He's a great dad. He's always been there for me, and I really love him. Well, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I mean, you used to say everybody was a child molester.
Yeah.
I would just edit those out, but I did leave that one in.
That's from watching Steve Wilkos and Mari and all that stuff.
Yeah, but you said it about your dad that one time, and I left it in because I didn't know who you were or your dad, and you were just some little street urchin that came into my studio with no bra on, no shirt on even.
No shirt, no nothing, no shoes. I was tripping. I watch those videos all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy.
How do you feel about seeing yourself like that?
Sometimes it makes me cry, and sometimes I'm happy because normally when people come up to you and tell me they see my video, they see how great I'm doing. So it's kind of like a confidence boost. Like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I think you're going to become like the example of how to beat these really tough addictions.
Yeah.
Because without the jail time, so you I think assaulted your dad, and your dad called me that one night and said, "What do I do? Amanda just assaulted me. The police are here." And I said, "I told your dad, like, just put her in jail. She's going to walk the streets barefoot and probably get killed eventually. So putting her in jail for a month or two isn't going to hurt her." So you went to jail, and then from jail the court decided that you needed to do rehab for 1 year.
Right.
And if you didn't do 1 year of rehab, then you went to prison for 5 years.
And that wasn't my motivation to stay in recovery. Honestly, my motivation was just those videos of me on Skid Row. It was never, oh, I'm here. Maybe the first couple months it was, but then after a while of watching the videos and learning about recovery, that's something that I'm really interested in, and it's doable. Well, that's what people have to understand. Being sober is doable. You can do it.
Yeah, I think the way you did it, the combination of forced jail for a couple months and then forced rehab for another year almost, that basically meant a year of...
And that's the problem with these rehabs. They're kicking people out only 30 days.
30 days. Look who you were at 30 days.
For real. I would have been out there doing the same thing and worse. You know what I'm saying? So these rehabs really have to be more sensitive to insurance and all that, and just know that 30 days is not enough. 90 days might not be enough. But it just depends on the person. But definitely 2 weeks is that's just not okay to kick somebody out after 2 weeks. And that's happened. I've seen that happen like a lot.
And you turned the corner after about 6 months, it seemed.
Right.
6 months.
Like 3 or 4 months in, I wanted it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then there was also probably some psych meds you were taking and things like that they were...
Right. The meds really helped too, and it helped with my mood and my cravings. And
I think the last time we did an interview with you, you were still a little groggy from those.
Yeah.
And today you're very clear-headed.
Yep.
Wow, it's an amazing story, Amanda.
Definitely. I'm blessed to have you and Lima. You guys are the best, like, honestly.
Well, all I can say is that Lima is an amazing woman.
She is.
Because when she asked me who would I recommend for my channel, she wanted to do somebody for my channel that she would do this for. And I recommended, maybe 5 or 10 people.
Yeah.
They would all have been good candidates, but I said, or you can choose the hardest of all.
Right.
Which was you.
Man, I never thought of rehab out there, never even thought of the word. I was just so in my mental illness that I couldn't see it. And that's why things like Al-Anon and stuff like that is important for the family to get involved so that they can understand addiction. It's not about policing them. It's not about cutting them off. It's about being there for them and being there every step of the way, because relapse is a part of the stages of change in addiction. So they're noticing that. So you just got to stay there and be there for your family member.
I hope the whole recovery world learns a lot from your story.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think there's some really great lessons to learn here. Because, like I think 100% of the people would have said you're an impossible case.
Right.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Yep.
And your dad must be so happy, right?
Yeah, my dad, we talk 3 times a day. I mean, he's just such a great guy. I mean, I can't wait to leave here. We're probably going to travel around the world together. That's just being sarcastic, but we're probably going to do a lot of fun things together because he's like my best friend now. We talk like 3 times a day, so.
Yeah, your dad's a great guy.
Yeah.
Amazing. And do you think there's any chance that you'll ever go back to that kind of life?
There's always a chance. Honestly, that's what they teach us here in rehab, but.
It's a great answer.
No, I don't want it. I don't like the feeling, and I don't know why I was doing it if it was making me feel paranoid like that, and just like, it was just crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a trap.
Yeah, running out of cars, running out of hotels. It was the schizophrenia, honestly, but I don't want to blame it on the schizophrenia. It was me, but it was the schizophrenia.
Yeah, but the crack kind of induced it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of people down on Skid Row just like that seem out of their minds, but it's the drugs, whether it's crack.
Right. You have to get off the drugs first and then go to the doctor so that they can give you the right diagnosis.
That'll never happen in a month or so.
Yeah.
It's going to take several months, right?
Right. It takes time. That's why these rehabs got to stop kicking people out after 2 and 3 weeks and 4 weeks. I'd be mad because it's like, that's not okay. That's not enough time.
Does your dad come to visit you?
Here?
Has he been here to visit you?
No.
Oh, he's got to see this place.
Yeah.
It's very nice here.
Yeah.
Next time
maybe he'll get to come see me when I go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, or if we come out again like this.
Yeah.
Before you leave, he'll come with us.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I miss my dad. I love him so much. He's my rock, honestly.
Yeah. He supported you by himself, right?
Right. No, we had a little help from my mom's side of the family, but they were really they mentally abused me a lot. So it was good having my dad come there every day because they see my mom and me. So they had a little problem with that. So yeah.
It's a rare father you've got.
Yeah. We've been through a lot together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was very patient with you while you were doing some crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
he could have pressed charges on me way back when.
There was one time where you disappeared for a week or two. You were down in South Central, I heard. Somebody said they saw you down there.
Right. I was on every crack corner in LA I've been to. I've been at every crack corner in LA. Wow. And that's a fact.
Amanda, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mark.
Can't wait to see where your life goes from here.
Yeah, me too.
It's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Bye, guys.